See me right now unless you're actually on your computer looking.
Correct.
Or on your mobile device.
And driving. Oh, no, that might be illegal.
Well, if you're watching on Android or a tablet or something like that, you get to see us. This is the pre-show version of GrokTALK, a production of GrokTALK.com, New Hampshire's leading conservative libertarian blog site, hated by establishment Republicans everywhere.
And liberals.
That goes...
Primarily.
That's a default standing.
We do bring it up, but we shouldn't have to.
But every single Saturday we do say hi to our Democrat trackers. It's
right
nice to have you on board and boosting our ratings.
Right after the evil Tea Party in New Hampshire and the Coketopus comes GrokTALK and GrokTALK.com. So,
well, I think once in a while, when you put both the Democrats and the Republicans that hate us, I bet you we rise above them once in a while.
We might.
Well, you're gaining status.
That's right.
Plus,
right.
That's
look at the company you keep.
We're real. We actually exist.
We exist. We're real, and we stand on principles. And you can trace everything that we stand for back to the constitutions, both U.S. and New Hampshire. New Hampshire's splendid constitution, as well as all of the conservative principles in the New Hampshire state platform for the Republican Party. And by the way, I'm talking to Pam Tucker, who is our guest host for this morning.
Yes, because she wakes up extra early.
And came in here extra early.
And is a little bit dyslexic.
She didn't mean to be here this soon.
No. So she will be with us during this time, because we've still got, about 6 minutes before we actually start the real show, when we talk about the sundry items of the week.
Yes. Well, I like how you guys are very, very principled in what you do, and as so are we, many of the representatives of the House. But, I wish the people on the other side of the aisle were too. Is Granite State Progress and all of those, what are their founding principles?
It goes back to the 1880s, to the Frankfurt School's founding.
Oh, gosh.
When von Bismarck was rolling up the youth. You didn't think I would actually give you an answer, did you?
You would.
I was going to be real simple. I was just going to say Granite State Progress is the state arm of Progress Now, who is one of the largest progressive policy organizations in the country. And their job is, and you can go look on Granite State Progress's website, 24/7, 365 to oppose everything that is not a progressive agenda item.
That's progressive agenda items, do they coincide with the Constitution?
Not that I'm aware of.
They're absolutely against it, because the whole idea of the progressive movement is that we individuals are too dumb to make our way through life itself, that there should be what they call the administrative state, a bunch of technocratic, nonpartisan folks who will, literally the phrase is, make society be more efficient. Now, there's no mention of liberty, choice, freedom, or any other such type thing. It actually means that government must be the be-all and end-all of everything, and that we are mere cogs of society. And it grew out of the Industrial Revolution, where people were transitioning from that country style, the rural style of life, and they saw all of these people in the cities, and they said, well, it's too chaotic. We must put control on this. They're not progressive, they're regressive. All they want to do is regress back to that time when there was a ruling elite that controlled everybody else, instead of the radical idea of our founders that said, everybody is sovereign unto themselves, and it's government that should serve us, not government that should rule us.
The printed review copy of Dan's book that Pam is leaning on, the power comes from the people. And that was the unique idea. It doesn't come from the aristocracy.
That's correct.
But the progressives believe in that elitist brain trust aristocracy, and they aren't,
But that's not what they're preaching when you hear them say it's for the people, it's for the children,
well, they believe that's what's best for the people. They believe that's what's best for the children. They believe that the elite aristocracy, ruling class, is better for everybody. So they're not lying so much as just being misleading.
No, well, I will say that they do lie. I mean, we're straightforward.
I'm not saying they do. Their minds, this is what's best for them.
Oh, yes.
Or us and everybody else.
Yes. I look at it this way. We're straightforward, absolutely upfront about what we believe in and what we advocate for. And I'm sorry that if every single progressive actually had to tell the whole truth, not just some of the truth, not an intimation, not a nuance, but the whole truth, they'd never get elected.
I would love it if they came on the show and had to have you, because that would be a great not battle, it would be a great discussion of ideas and how we should be governed.
They won't come on. I keep asking
Why?
and asking and asking.
I go on a Democratic show.
They fear us.
Why?
Because
if you
they
truly
couldn't-
believe in your principles, what is there to fear?
They don't have principles.
Right. Other than we know better than you. And I still can't quite understand the whole concept that, okay, you get elected and now you're smarter than me. And yet you still put your pants on the same way I do, mostly.
Yeah, it's interesting. Some people have that. I never ever, and this is a funny thing, and I'm sure other people do it, never walk in the room think you're the smartest person there. I always think everyone else is smarter than you, and you always learn.
That's pretty much my presumption.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, for years I have always said I'm just an ordinary schlub.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Unless it's a room full of Democrats.
Just try it. Just
Well,
try
then
to
it's
do its best.
then it turns into more like the Rangers. You know, one mob, one Ranger.
I'd rather walk on broken glass than walk into a room full of Democrats.
Oh, but I look at the example that Andrew Breitbart gave us.
That's true.
That was fun. He had no fear about wading into a crowd of Democrats. No fear at all. He said you've got to take them on where they are, and I think that's part of the problem with the Republican Party. They have no brass ones.
Well, it all depends, and I think about this as if, who I am, and I think 2 years ago when we had the right to work vote, and do you remember what we were up against
Right to work.
on that?
Yep.
I'm sorry. Well, wait, you got the shirt on right now.
I do, yes.
It must have been a nuance in my brain.
Yeah. By the way, I have to say, how much time do we have in our pre-show?
56 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So you might have to hold that thought.
Oh, you want to hold that thought?
You
Let's
can, because we'll get to it.
Now she's getting into character with the Groksters.
Mike needs some. Mike's
sorry.
sticking somewhere.
Good morning, Mike. How are you?
We've hamstrung
Hello.
him. Wire-strung him.
I got enough. I worked out. I'll pull some back if you want.
No.
I hope I can get a word edge. You got you three brilliant minds, and me.
Well, here's the
I am
thing.
No,
so-
we're back to ordinary schlubs, please.
Here's the thing. You might not, although I try to get everybody else to let the guests talk. So.
No, I don't need to. I don't need to hear myself talk.
No,
All right,
that's
well,
why
we're
you're
gonna-
here, though.
We're going to be going live in about 20 seconds, so
Okay.
I'm turning everybody's mics off. We'll be right back.
Grok TV.